House. Every year we get to have a great chat about what's going on the downtown east side. Kris is back. Welcome back to BT. Jenny, great to have you on. And as soon as I saw you two, you told me about this great artwork, the Legacy program, one of many happening. And the message, if I got to hold this close so everyone at home can see it, really tight there, 3 words. I get to. And Jenny, tell us about the message behind this.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. So this was inspired actually by my dad, who you know, or knew. He was on this couch sharing his message. He was diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma at a very young age. And after he was diagnosed with cancer, he said, all my I have to's turned into I get to's. So just this message of gratitude in I don't have to sit in traffic, I get to sit in traffic. I don't have to go to work, I get to go to work. So we wanted to honor that after he passed away. And at Whole Way House, part of our programs is the Reconnect, Rebuild, and Recenter. And the rebuild is really about rebuilding a sense of purpose, belonging, and community. And so we want to give the guys an opportunity to be a part of this. So when I first started working in the downtown east side, I had to learn how to punch keys for the room numbers. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have a lifeline, which is the name of my dad's program, was Relationship Lifeline. And he would say, who do I get to be a lifeline to today? Wake up every morning and ask yourself that. And so I thought if we could stamp I get to into this washer, we could provide an opportunity for the guys to be involved, to have some extra income and to be a part of creating this beautiful chain. And all the proceeds from every chain goes back into the programs at Whole Way House. So we want to give an opportunity to be involved in it, be a part of it, but also to know that you're creating something really beautiful and spreading a message of hope and of gratitude. So we wanted to share that, and I know my dad, Ron, would love this. And so, yeah, he just wanted to share the message. And
getting people involved. And Kris, you came on this show last year and you talked about opening up and that sense of community and connection. In the past year, how has Whole Way House supported you, whether it's this program or just helping others open up?
Well, it gave me an opportunity again to give back to the world and to the people around me who care. And at first, committing to sit down and do this was hard for me. I didn't want to disappoint. I didn't want to commit, you know, because I failed at most stuff I did in my life. And but I did it, and I forced myself to do it. And I see guys forcing themselves to be a part. They don't want to. You know. We don't want to disappoint. We don't want to let ourselves down or anyone else down. So we don't try. And I see that now that we got some guys, you know, stuffing envelopes, making chains, and you know, they're talking. A guy I hadn't talked to for 4 years is now, good morning, Kris, how are you? And they're putting themselves out there. And then from my example and from Jenny's example, they're trying and they're risking and they're brave people.
And giving purpose and hope. Jenny, you brought some photos alongside with this segment, and let's roll through these. And when we talk about purpose and opportunity that's being created in the Whole Way House, what is the biggest struggle that still exists today?
I think really, like Kris said, kind of putting yourself out there to be open to creating new relationships that are supportive, and even just getting involved in something. As Kris mentioned, a lot of people struggle with maybe things that have hurt them in the past or they've been hurt in the past. So we want to create a really safe environment where people feel comfortable, where they feel welcome and wanted, and really knowing that you have value and purpose. And so that's why our programs are all based on the reconnect, being able to reconnect with each other, the rebuild, having opportunities to rebuild your confidence, rebuild your value, your purpose, and through that, even when the guys volunteer in our programs, you know, at family dinner every week, they're making the juice, they're washing the tables, they're setting everything up, and so they're a part of it. And it's not something that's a handout, but really they're creating this community together and supporting each other. So I think that's been the biggest challenge, but also been the biggest area of growth that I've seen. So
well, the picnic is happening once again this Sunday, Stanley Park. We've got details coming up on screen. Kris, you going to be cooking things up at the picnic?
Oh, I'll be there, my man.
Yeah. Earl's will be grilling on the barbecue again this year, so we're going to have ribs and burgers. We'll have games and lots of fun for the whole family. So
great. Do you see the handles and website information popping up on screen? That's how you support the Whole Way House, doing fantastic work. Follow along on Twitter as well. Kris, great to see you.
Thank you.
Jenny, always good.
Thank you, Riaz.
Thank you for a phenomenal souvenir.